Talk about what it means to beat Ferris not once, but twice.
Yeah, for this team and this program in this moment, it means a great deal. The group we've had and out there on the court this weekend for a lot of it, and for the last few seasons we've battled in the GLIAC, and we run into Ferris State at some point in the season, and that's been our biggest challenge so far. So coming into the weekend, we had we were pretty determined to take care of business the best we could. We knew we had a good team coming in. They had played great over the weekend. Prior, we were idle and a little bit shorthanded even. And the way that this team stepped up this weekend was just as it was solid. It was as good as you can expect. The way that they played and the way that they played together, I thought that just was something special. And I think it was because it was a bit of a special match or a special weekend for us that they had a little bit extra in them, and it really showed this weekend.
Coming into this season, even without COVID, thinking about taking on Ferris with 9 players, a middle who hadn't really played much in 2 years, a defensive specialist who hadn't really played in 2 years, and an outside hitter on the right side who redshirted last year, 2 setters on the floor at any given moment, and you knock off Ferris.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre to put all that together.
Yeah, in a strange way, the players that we had available for us this weekend were perfectly suited for the task at hand. Jill on the right side has been working very, very hard to get these opportunities, and as a redshirt last year, trying to develop. And we had a huge recruiting class. There's been a lot of battling going on in practice, and even beginning of the weekends. And we talk a lot about just making the most of your opportunity. And I think it's fair to say that she certainly made the most of that opportunity. I couldn't be more proud of her for that. And she really plays that right side position, and Laura sets that right side position exactly how we want it to be. It really, really, really not only scores points for us, but just gives us so much more ability to space it out and spread out a good defense like Ferris. They really take their defense and they try to play the odds. So they're going to try to camp out on what would be your most effective hitters. And the way that Laura spread it out to Jill and to our 2 middles especially were huge. It froze them up a little bit. But then you come full circle to the group, our returners, our seniors, you would say. I mean, Liv and Anna were just fabulous all weekend long. They knew it was coming, and they just kept on going. So good team effort there for sure. Maggie stepped up great. Morgan is physical. I mean, she's just physical, and she's got a presence to her. So we're very proud of the performance of the weekend, and I'm very thankful for the way the girls played.
One of the things that stands out to me, Olivia gets another 20 kills, but it's the way she gets them. Mm-hmm. Sure, she gets blocked, she comes back with 2 straight kills. Mm-hmm. She hits one in the net, she comes back with 2 straight kills. It's that kind of senior leadership that you need in these moments. Yeah,
if you watch Olivia and Anna over from the weekend, and you look at the shots they were taking, you hit it on the head. It's their senior, experienced, very informed, confident swings down the line, hard cross, middle of the court, high hands. They just mix it up the whole game. And that's a defense that typically gives us all kinds of fits. When we play Ferris, when you play Ferris, you're going to have to earn your points. We earned a lot of points this weekend. I mean, we were not getting. They were not still giving us a lot. They weren't making lots of unforced art. We were playing well. And I think a combination of both on our backcourt and at the net really was a well-rounded performance this weekend.
You can talk about how fast Janie Grindland is, but until you see her in action, you don't really understand how fast she really is. Mm-hmm. She made plays today that it looked like Ferris had no idea she was ready to do.
Well, that's right. I've been saying it, and I'll say it again. Janie in front, pound for pound, is one of the fastest middles around. That didn't mean to rhyme there. Janie is hard to stop when she gets going, and again, we took advantage of what we saw on film and what we saw from last night, and that they were giving us some space in the middle, and on the right side. They, as to try to get that double block on the outside, and Laura did a great job of finding the open attacker. And I think therein lies a big difference for the weekend. And it's hard to maybe see if you're not paying attention to it. The chess game that Laura is playing there is something else, and she just did a great job of getting her hitters involved. And you see Jill, Morgan, Janie, all our pins, they all did well, very well. Certainly not without Laura giving them the opportunities that she did, and so that was a big part of it.
One of the neat things about how your block is evolving is not only do you have Janie with all her speed, but Morgan with her incredible reach. And that's giving you options, and it's creating issues for defenses, isn't it?
It is, and it's creating issues for offenses and making our defense in the backcourt just that much more confident and able to make the plays that they are required to make. When the block is inconsistent, it really makes the backcourt defense much more challenging. You're correct. Morgan's has got a great reach and really big size. When you have her and Jill together, that's a big block. And they're helping on the left pins too. And Janie just side to side. You talk about speed forward, backward in offense. Janie side to side is just as fast. I mean, she can cover a whole lot of ground, real strong. So yeah, our blocking has improved. As you know, has not been our strong suit. In years past, and we've tried to put some work into it, and not just in the gym, but also with our recruiting, and hopefully it continues.
How exciting is it to see Maggie step in a needed role in this moment and perform the way she did all weekend?
She got game ball today. Jill got game ball yesterday. And Jill had the same game today, almost identical as she did yesterday, so there's nothing there. But Maggie she got game ball for a couple of reasons. One, they were serving laser beams at her, really trying to get at her, and she's just stuck in there and came up with some great passes for us. Defensively, especially in the fourth set when they were trying to make a run there, and I know they got us at the end, but she came up with some big plays. And then there in that last one where we got rolling, Maggie was playing some great middle back defense. What you know about Maggie, and what you see about Maggie, how fast she is. She just, I might say that she's our fastest player on the team. She scoots and she gets to a lot of balls. To see her play confidently is also just a huge boost for our team. She's such a well-respected and well-loved person. So to see her out there performing the way she did, it means a lot to the team.
Obviously, we can talk about all the things Laura does, all the ways she can find everybody on the court. What's also scary about her is that she can pick her moments to change things up by just dumping the ball over the net, and for her it's second nature.
Intelligence is such a virtue for her in her game. She really is a fan and a student of the game of volleyball, and the timing with which she dumps is just phenomenal. I mean, it's like it's just so well timed. She understands when we need it, when it's open, and how it works. And we're going to encourage her to keep going there. I think going into the week, it was important for her to know that that's going to keep them a little bit more honest on that side. And I thought she did a really good job of following the game plan that way and dumping when we needed her to. And again, getting our middles and right sides involved early and often, so as to kind of really mix it up. I thought we had like I said, really good defense on our heels, in large part because of what Laura was doing.
And talk about Lena. I mean, you've got her in a situation where she's not playing her position,
right,
but you needed her on the court, and she found ways to help chip in.
Yeah, that was this week. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. What can I do for my team? And she was nursing a little bit of an injury there last week. She wouldn't have been available for last weekend. We didn't know that she would be available till maybe Wednesday or Thursday this week. And if you think about it, as a setter, they play right back defense, so that's a natural position for her in the right back. She's got a very nice serve. She's got very good defense, and it kind of helps with Laura digs the ball, then Lena can step in and take that second ball. Worked out real well for us that way. I thought she did her job exactly the way we needed her to, and again, she talk about just a wonderful person in the gym, and had to have brings a lot of good experience with her to the team, and just a really positive attitude, and certainly I think contributed in a big way this weekend.
You touched on serving quite a bit here at different points. Talk about what Janie's doing serving, because that seems to be throwing things off as well.
Yeah, our serve, we missed I think 12 serves today, and I think that's too many across the board. But we were serving very deliberately. Janie's got a nice serve for us for sure. I thought Megan had a really good weekend serving for us as well. She's been working very hard on her serves and the placement with which we were using there. We were serving short and deep, kind of moving it around a little bit, and I think that kind of threw them off for a little bit. That's an otherwise very good passing team. They still are, even when you're serving tough, they're going to pass. So we had to serve tough. That's probably why we missed a few more than we'd like to. But I think, including Janie and other people, we have a good variety of types of serves, and I think, if anything, that's nice to have to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Olivia gives up a couple inches to O'Connell, yet she found ways to dominate her today in that just shows that she gets it. She can see where things open up, and she can see where she can attack.
Yeah, that's right. If there's been one part of her game offensively that has really allowed her to continue and to do the things that she's done for us for the last couple of seasons, it's her vision and her shot selection. She's very strong, she's very athletic, she's a very capable volleyball player, but once she starts seeing the court the way she has been and did over the weekend, she becomes just very hard to defend. I mean, I've said this to you many times, you watch her play, you see her roll, and then you look down and there's 20 again. It's just she's so consistent for us that way, and just keeps on working so hard. And she stepped up big for us this weekend, and she's just a pleasure to coach, and what a great team player.
How do you build off this now? I mean, obviously this is a huge set of wins for the program, but how do you keep moving forward with it?
Yeah, humility and determination. Like, we understand that every time we go and play, we gotta perform, and we have a goal here for this season, and that's to keep on winning and put ourselves in a position to win a championship here. And for everything that this team has been through this year, and what everyone in the country athletically, what we're all dealing with right now, it feels really good to win like that against a team that is really good. So we're gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna try to use it as a confidence builder, hopefully, and get rolling here, and build to get better. We'll see.